Welcome! As the first snowflakes begin to fall and the days grow shorter, it's time to start thinking about what this winter will bring. Whether you love the magic of a fresh snowfall or dread the icy roads, understanding the winter forecast is more important than ever. I'm here to break down what this winter has in store, and more importantly, why it matters for you and your loved ones. Winter weather isn't just a backdrop. It shapes our routines, our plans, and even our moods. Winter isn't just about snow days or bundling up. It impacts your daily life in countless ways, from tricky commutes and school closures to rising heating bills and unexpected home repairs. Even a small change in the forecast can mean a big difference for your wallet and your schedule. A good forecast helps you plan ahead, stay safe, and avoid surprises. It means you can stock up on essentials before the shelves are empty, check your emergency kit, and make sure your home is ready for whatever comes your way. Whether you're prepping your snow boots for the first big storm, or dreaming of escaping to a sunny destination, knowing what's coming gives you an edge. It lets you make smart choices like when to travel, what to budget, and how to keep your family comfortable. City officials, emergency responders, and power companies rely on these outlooks too. They use them to prepare roads, protect power lines, and coordinate responses. It's a team effort that keeps communities running smoothly, even when the weather turns rough. This isn't about scaring anyone, it's about making smart choices and real-world prep. When you know what to expect, you can face winter's challenges with confidence, not worry. Will you need to budget more for heating this year? Should you invest in better insulation or upgrade your thermostat? These are the kinds of questions a good forecast can help you answer. Should you book that vacation now, or wait for a better deal? Is it safe to plan a road trip, or should you expect delays? We'll help you weigh your options and make the best decisions for your winter plans. We'll help you answer those questions and more so you can feel prepared, not caught off guard. Winter weather touches everything. Travel, school, work, even your grocery list and online orders. A single storm can ripple through your entire week. That's why we put so much work into these long-range outlooks. We analyze mountains of data, track global patterns, and consult with experts to give you the clearest picture possible. My job is to turn complex science into simple, useful info for you. I'll break down the data, cut through the jargon, and focus on what really matters for your winter. No jargon, no confusion, just clear, practical advice to help you get through the season. So grab a hot drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into what you can expect. Whether you're a winter enthusiast or just trying to get by, this guide is for you. We'll walk through the season step by step so you're ready for every snowflake, every icy patch, and every gust of wind that comes your way. Let's see what winter 2025 has in store. Ready? Let's get started. Here's your winter roadmap, your guide to staying safe, prepared, and maybe even enjoying the season ahead. The big story this winter? El Niño is back, and it's making headlines for a reason. After a few years of quieter, more typical winters, this powerful climate phenomenon is returning to shake things up across the country. El Niño is essentially a vast pool of unusually warm water in the central and eastern Pacific Ocean. This warmth doesn't just stay put, it sends ripples through the atmosphere, shifting weather patterns not only in the US but all around the globe. Its influence is so strong that it can alter rainfall, temperature, and even the frequency of storms thousands of miles away. One of the most noticeable effects? El Niño pushes the jet stream farther south than usual. This means the southern states, from California all the way to the Carolinas, are in for a stormier, wetter winter. Expect more frequent downpours, increased risk of flooding, and a higher chance of severe weather events in these regions. This year's El Niño is classified as moderate to strong, which means its impacts are likely to be both widespread and more predictable than weaker events. Meteorologists are watching closely, and the models are showing a clear signal. This winter will be shaped by El Niño's powerful presence. So, what can you expect? From California's coast to Florida's beaches, more storms and heavier rainfall are on the way. Meanwhile, the northern states, places like the Dakotas, Minnesota, and New England, are likely to see milder temperatures and less snow than usual. That's because the polar jet stream, which usually brings blasts of Arctic cold, is expected to stay farther north. This keeps the upper Midwest and Northwest warmer and drier, reducing the chances of those bone-chilling cold snaps and heavy snowfalls that often define winter in these areas. Of course, not every El Niño is identical. Each one has its own quirks and surprises. But the strength of this year's event gives forecasters more confidence in their predictions. The signals are clear, and the science is solid. Still, other climate patterns like the Arctic Oscillation can occasionally override El Niño's influence, bringing short-lived bursts of cold or snow to unexpected places. But overall, El Niño is setting the stage for the season. Think of El Niño as the director of this winter's weather drama, calling the shots and guiding the action from behind the scenes. The main actors, storm tracks, temperatures, and snowfall, are all following El Niño's script. While there may be a few plot twists, the overall storyline is being shaped by this powerful climate force. Surprises can always happen and local conditions may vary, but the big picture is clear. El Niño is the headline, and it's shaping the entire season from coast to coast. Whether you're a weather enthusiast or just planning your winter travel, it's worth paying attention to El Niño's influence this year. It's the story everyone will be talking about. So let's take a closer look at how El Niño's return will play out across the country and what it means for your winter ahead. This winter, the U.S. will feel split, warmth in the west and north, chills in the east. The Pacific Northwest and Upper Midwest will see milder temps, with fewer deep freezes and lower heating bills. The Great Lakes may have less ice, and cities like Seattle and Chicago will dodge the worst cold. Meanwhile, the southeast and east coast will be closer to average or slightly below, with more clouds and damp, chilly days. The active southern storm track means less sunshine and more raw weather from Atlanta to D.C. The east could still see big cold snaps if short-term patterns line up with storms. The central U.S. will swing between warm and cold, averaging out near normal. So expect a tale of two winters, mild up north, unsettled in the east. Who's getting the most snow? Look to the Southwest Mountains and the Appalachians. The Four Corners region could see a great snowpack. Good news for water supplies. The Mid-Atlantic and Northeast are primed for big storms, thanks to moisture-laden systems curving up the coast. Cities like D.C., Philly, and Boston have a higher chance of major snow events. The Upper Midwest and Northern Plains, usually snow magnets, may see less this year, warmer temps and fewer storms. The Pacific Northwest's lower elevations will also be drier, with less snow. The Great Lakes could see early lake effect snow, but a milder winter may shorten the season. It's all about the storm track and cold air. Where they meet, snow piles up. This year the snow bullseye shifts south and east. Stay tuned for those classic nor'easters. While the southern storm track brings rain to the southeast, the Pacific Northwest faces a drier winter. High pressure will block storms, leading to less snow and rain. Bad news for ski resorts and water supplies. The Ohio Valley may also trend drier, caught between storm tracks. Less precipitation means a shorter ski season and potential water worries next summer. Meanwhile, the southern tier from California to the Carolinas will be wetter. Welcome news for drought areas. El Niño rearranges the weather map, creating winners and losers for winter moisture. Fewer rainy days might sound nice, but the long-term effects matter. It's a season of contrasts across the country. Even in a milder winter, severe storms remain a real threat, capable of disrupting daily life in unexpected ways. While some years bring less snow or slightly warmer temperatures, it only takes one powerful system to create dangerous conditions for millions of people. The active southern storm track this season raises the risk of major nor'easters. These are intense coastal storms that can bring heavy snow, fierce winds, and even coastal flooding to the East Coast. Cities from Washington, D.C. to Boston could see significant impacts, with travel and daily routines thrown into chaos. Ice storms are another serious danger, especially from North Texas through the Ohio Valley and into the Northeast. These storms can coat everything in a thick layer of ice, making roads treacherous and increasing the risk of accidents and injuries. When ice accumulates, it can cripple travel, knock out power for days, and leave entire communities isolated. If you live in the battleground zone where warm and cold air collide, stay alert and be ready to act quickly. Holiday travel could be especially tricky this year, with major airports at risk for delays and cancellations. It's wise to check your flight status and have backup plans in place. Always check the latest forecast before heading out, whether you're driving to work or flying across the country. This year, staying informed is more important than ever, as conditions can change rapidly. Blizzards are still possible in the northern plains even with a milder overall outlook. Sudden whiteouts and blowing snow can make travel nearly impossible and strand drivers for hours. All it takes is one strong storm to shut down entire cities, close schools and businesses, and leave people stranded at home. Preparation is key to weathering these events safely. Winter demands respect. Be ready for that one big event. Stock up on essentials, keep emergency supplies handy, and make sure your home and car are winter ready. Preparation and awareness are your best defenses against winter's worst. Simple steps like charging devices, having extra blankets, and knowing where to find updates can make a big difference. Severe weather can strike anywhere, even in places that rarely see snow or ice. Don't let your guard down just because your area isn't known for harsh winters. Stay safe, stay informed, and plan ahead. By taking a few extra precautions, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from whatever winter brings your way. How do we predict winter months in advance? It's all about big climate signals, not daily weather. Ocean temperatures, especially in the Pacific, drive patterns like El Niño that shape entire seasons. We use advanced climate models, different from your daily forecast, to simulate how these patterns will evolve. Meteorologists compare dozens of model runs to find consensus and boost confidence. History matters too. We look at past El Niño winters to see what happened before. If models and history agree, we trust the outlook. But it's not just computers. Human expertise ties it all together. Experienced forecasters know the quirks of models and weather patterns. They blend data, history, and judgment to create a clear, useful forecast. It's science and experience working hand in hand. That's how we turn raw data into a forecast you can use. The goal, keep you informed, not overwhelmed. Ready to get prepared? Here's how to make winter easier. Check your heating system before the first cold snap. Don't wait for a breakdown. Seal up drafts around windows and doors to save on heating bills. For your car, check tires, battery, and pack a winter emergency kit with blankets, snacks, and a flashlight. At home, have a 3-day supply of food, water, meds, and extra blankets in case of power outages. If you have a fireplace, stock up on dry firewood. Stay informed with a NOAA weather radio or weather app for alerts. Pay attention to local news and emergency officials. Preparation is simple but powerful. Just a few steps can make a big difference. Don't wait for the first storm. Get ready now. Being prepared means less stress and more comfort all season. Let's make this winter a safe one. That's your winter 2025 outlook. A classic El Niño split mild and dry up north, stormy and snowy in the south and east. Remember, this is a guide to the big picture, not a day-by-day promise. Surprises will happen, but preparation is your best friend. Use this forecast to get your home, car, and family ready. Winter can be beautiful. Enjoy it, but stay safe and informed. We'll keep you updated all season long. From all of us, have a wonderful, safe winter. Here's to staying warm and making the most of the season.